and some mind maps for kids. Kidspiration, Kids Park, Think Sheet, Draft Builder, Rationale. Okay. And now I'm going to say something about the reading pen. I tried this device because I was curious. My teacher from back home, Dorina Talash, that help us, all the girls, has this reading pen, and she gave to us to try it. Okay, so in some way can give independence if you have to read something from a book and you're anxious to ask your teacher about the meaning or what it says. Okay. Here are some characteristics. So it has an optical head, buttons to navigate, and here are the screen where you can have the translated word or the meaning from the dictionary. So it may help with reading fluency and comprehension, providing definitions, some features. So it has many definitions from Oxford English Dictionary. You can keep history of scanned words. It's adjustable for left and right-handed users. And here I have a video about the reading pen.
Hello, I'm Lisa from National School Products. Today, I will be demonstrating the WisCom Reading Pen 2. The Reading Pen 2 is a battery-operated handheld reading assistance tool. It helps improve reading skills by providing instant definitions, translations, and pronunciations of unfamiliar words as a reader comes across those words during their reading. The Reading Pen 2 reads single words or entire lines of text aloud, recognizing over 450,000 words of text in a variety of languages, font types, and point sizes. Please note, however, that it does not recognize handwriting or script. To use the Reading Pen 2, turn on by pressing the power button. Make sure that the material you want to scan is lying flat on a stable surface. Remove the protective cap and attach the scanning guide. Hold the pen at a 90-degree angle and slowly scan the pen over the word or sentence. The reading pen will then read the word or sentence aloud.
They buried it all in his secret tomb.
Use the right and left arrow buttons to highlight specific words in the sentence.
Buried it all in his secret.
Press the enter button to focus on a highlighted word. We'll focus on the word secret.
Secret.
The right arrow will spell the word aloud, highlighting each letter as it is spoken.
S-E-C-R-E-T.
The left arrow will give the syllable breakdown of the word. The up arrow displays the Spanish dictionary entry. And the down arrow displays the English dictionary entry. If the THS icon appears, You can press the left arrow to show the thesaurus entry. And turn the power off by pressing the power button again. The Reading Pen 2 is the state-of-the-art way to assist readers with reading, understanding, and utilizing text. For more information or to order the Reading Pen 2, visit our website at www.nationalschoolproducts.com.
Okay. And also, I highlighted some disadvantages. In a way, you need good fine motor skills because if you don't hold it right, then it may not scan correctly the words. Also, you can only scan one line of a text at a time, and it's quite expensive. And I saw on a review where it said that it's quite fragile and easily lost by the kids if they use them. Okay. The next device that I'm going to talk about is Children's Talking Dictionary and Spell Corrector. It's a device that can improve children's reading and writing skills. Some features: pronounces letters and words, can read an entire definition, features phonetic spell correction, homophone guide, rhyme finder. Also, it has some games for kids. And here,
if I ask you how to
some
spell a
video
word,
about the
chances are you'll tell me, go look it up. But how can I look it up if I don't know how to spell it? You'll probably tell me, sound it out. Okay, here's my word, giraffe. The keyboard echo option is turned on, so the individual letters can be heard as they are pressed. This feature can be turned off. If I try to look up the word giraffe by spelling it phonetically the way I think it sounds, J-I-R-A-F, I cannot use a paper dictionary because I'll start with the J's and not the G's. Also, most computer software programs will not be able to correct J-I-R-A-F to G-I-R-A-F-F-E. The Kid 1240, like other Franklin spellers and dictionaries, shows me a list of possible matches. If I recognize giraffe at the top of the list, I'm done. If I don't recognize giraffe, I can press the speak button to hear the word pronounced. Giraffe. I can also highlight and hear all the words on the screen. It's important to remember that most people have a larger auditory vocabulary than a visual one. That means we're more likely to recognize a word by hearing it instead of reading it. Then just to be sure, I can also press the enter button to see a basic definition for the word giraffe. The Kid 1240 offers easy to understand definitions, and you can hear these pronounced too. Press the speak button to hear it. As an extra benefit, we highlight each word as it's pronounced. You can read along. Because the Kid 1240 pronounces words and definitions, it is often used as a reading aid. When your kids see a word they don't know, they can enter it into the device, look it up, and hear it pronounced. Next, press the ABC button to see how to write the word giraffe in manuscript. Press the ABC button again to see how to write it in cursive. Repeat these graphics as often as you want. Press the rhyme button to see a list of words that rhyme with giraffe.
Write for your word.
And remember, you can hear pronunciation of all the words in the list by highlighting them and pressing the speak button. When you see a word you want to remember, save it to a list or save all your weekly spelling words. Press the list button to add the highlighted word.
I added your word.
Words saved to your list can then be accessed whenever you want to review them. When you're finished with a word, delete them and add new ones. You can also use them when playing any of the 4 word games. Like all Franklin spellers and dictionaries, the Kid 1240 uses Franklin's matchmaker features, where an asterisk and question mark, which can be used to find words or build word families. Use a question mark in place of a single letter. Matchmaker is great for crossword puzzles too. Just type in the letters you know and use a question mark for the ones you don't know. The asterisk can be used in place of any number of missing characters, including 0. For example, B asterisk T displays a list of hundreds of and end in T. When you're scrolling through a list or in a dictionary entry and see a flashing question mark, press the question mark button to see confusables. These are words that are easily confused because they look the same or sound the same. These are words like hear, there, read, and read. The Kid 1240 is a sturdy, kid-friendly device. It's easy to hold and handle. The large buttons are easy for kids to press. It's strong and durable, but like any electronic device, like a calculator, it can be broken. On the sides of the device, notice the volume control, and on the other side, the universal headphone jack. Plug in the headphones for private listening. On the back is the battery compartment, which holds 4 AAA batteries. And you don't have to worry about draining the batteries, because like all Franklin products, it will automatically shut off after a short time to preserve battery life. All of these great software and hardware features, Franklin's Kid 1240 makes an ideal first dictionary for any child.
Okay. I don't know if you used this, if you know about this device.
No, it's looking into now
Okay.
research says about the actual effectiveness of these devices for children with dyslexia, because otherwise they are quite interesting. They're good looking devices, but I don't know if you know about some researches that actually tested the effectiveness for children with special needs.
I don't know any research, but I know this device. So my teacher, Dorina Talash, recommends this device. So I think she worked with it, with children in therapy.
Because in US it's
Yeah.
a big fashion to use various devices
Yeah.
and all these good looking devices, which is very good.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they are usable, for example, in Romania, because they are in English. Of course, the big issue is that in mainstream classes, children with dyslexia need to learn English.
Yeah.
Even if they don't know how to read or write Romanian.
Yeah.
This would be a good example of device that would help.
Yeah, and it's less expensive than a tablet or other devices that, of course, they have many applications
Yes,
and utility than this one.
but
But
it can offer a lot more than this device.
yeah, that's right. So I think it depends on what you're looking for and if the child enjoyed this type of device. Okay. And for the last part, I have an application for a tablet. This is Meet Hackerty. It's funny storybook. It have interactive animation, and the voice is really expressive. So it may help with reading and vocabulary. I have it on the tablet if you want to. If you want to try it, if someone wants to try this storybook. Okay, so it has read and play, storytell. I don't know if you can see, and a coloring book. At the storyteller,
Today,
it tells the story.
hungriest witch in the whole world. gone wrong again. I'm so annoyed. I tripped over
Okay.
Zanzibar's tail.
So,
Oh, I forgot. You don't
so the
know
voice is
Zanzibar,
really,
do you?
really nice, I think.
Zanzibar is my cat. And it's not really his fault. My face is all green.
Okay,
No,
now I'm going
it's
to
my
show
own
you
silly fault. Today,
the read and play function. Here you can tap a word
today,
and it reads out loud just one word, or
today,
it highlights
angriest witch in the whole world.
it highlights a
Everything's
sentence.
gone wrong again. I'm so annoyed. I tripped over Zanzibar's tail.
Okay, so the next.
Oh, I forgot.
So it highlights the text, so it may be helpful for
Zanzibar is my cat,
dyslexic.
and it's not really his fault. My face is all green. No, it's my own silly fault.
So
I'll tell you what happened.
or you may tap a
See,
word.
I wanted to look beautiful because I was having my picture taken for my passport. But when I looked in the mirror, my face was covered in spots, and I could see 4 new warts. Big, ugly ones, too.
So if you wish, you can just tap a word, if you want to tap a word, and it says just one word.
Ones.
Someone else want to try this? Okay. Yeah, it's free. And it's also useful for learning English. Okay. And the other, it's an online game, free, for it's more of focus on phonics game. So children will learn to read letter sounds and some letter groups, relevant regular words and some tricky words, in a wide variety of fun activities. And I want to show you this game. Maybe I can show you the demo. Okay. So it has 2 games, first steps and fun with words. First steps is the first. So this is, I think, for kindergarten maybe, or primary school children that learn to pronounce words.
If you help me find my letters, I will help you fix your spaceship. I will also give you a prize if you find some more letters for me. Which prize would you like?
So it also has prizes for kids.
Good choice, said the king. Now, can you help me find the letters that make the sound?
One? Okay.
Let's learn a new
Someone
sound.
wants to play the game?
As in sock.
Or I okay.
Can you say? Now, go and play with the flower, the princess, the sheep, or the alien, said the king. I'm trying to find the letters that make the sound.
And I'm going to the alien.
Use the blocks to build the spaceship and help the aliens.
So each block has a this has another sound. So this is another challenge, and then if you do enough of challenges, you win the reward you choose. So I think it's nice for kids, so they receive something after they do the challenge. Okay. So thank you. That was my presentation. If you have any questions or remarks, or if you want to add something. Okay.
This game is not only useful for kids with dyslexia,
Yeah.
but other kids, no?
Yes, yes, of course.
In that age.
To learn sounds and how to match letters with the sound, and how to pronounce sounds. Yeah.
And I would like to ask you, I don't have much experience with the kids with dyslexia.
Okay.
But I heard in my school that the kids with this problem, it's growing. All teachers talks about kids with dyslexia. In my class, in physical education, I don't have sure if I can identify a kid with dyslexia.
Mm-hmm.
It's a kid who have ability in coordination. Is what?
Yeah.
How can I find in my class, in my specific class?
Okay. So maybe this kid may have poor marks at different subjects like reading, or trying when he writes something on the paper and the letters are misspelled.
They can also omit some words.
Yeah.
I was checking one of the main feature of these children is that they can be very good at other disciplines that do not involve reading. They are their intellectual level is the same as for the other children, but they still have these problems related strictly to reading or writing. Sometimes, usually, reading and writing associate, and this is the syndrome. This is but these children can be very proficient learners in other disciplines and all the tasks that do not involve reading. So
they are really creative.
Yes, they are creative. They have this. So you can ask the psychologist to assess his intellectual level, and if he has a good intellectual level, then it's a child with learning disability and not a child with mild intellectual disability. This is what is different.
In a way, they think more with their light. Oh my God, sorry. Right hemisphere, not with the left one. So that's why they have problems with reading, because in our brain, the left side is for reading. So they think more in images, and they're more emotional, and but they can really be like, I think Einstein was dyslexic. So Steve Jobs. Yeah.
To answer Bella, perhaps a student doesn't follow the rules is dyslexic. When is
Yes, about what you said, it's not about the fact that there are more and more children with dyslexia, but dyslexia is more and more identified.
Yeah.
and there is also different levels of dyslexia. Different levels of dyslexia. Just small
Yeah.
directions and
Just small
students
difficulties.
that cannot read or write in a similar way.
So the assessment instruments that we have nowadays can differentiate very minor problems. Sometimes children with ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, are misdiagnosed as dyslexic children, but they're actually not dyslexic children. They have other kind of problems, and we have assessment instruments that can differentiate between these problems, so that we can address the specific problem that the child has. So it's not that the number of dyslexic children is increasing, it's that they are identified in schools and not misdiagnosed with other types of disorders.
Yeah, so dyslexic is not an intellectual disability or something to do with IQ. It's just a specific problem with reading and writing.
Yeah, I had something.
Okay.
Often these children with higher IQs.
Yeah.
Very often. And in your discipline, physical education, they tend to mix regularity. Left and right, they mix left and right.
Yes, they call this
And they're often also left-handed.
Yeah, because they think with the right side.
True, scientifically it is connected, but I observe that dyslexic children are often left-handed.
Well, it actually has been proven that they are connected because this is called dyspraxia, and often children with learning disabilities are also dyspraxic children. But this is, no, sorry.
I have a question. Does the school help them to find better ways to read and write, or does it also is a form of therapy?
Yes.
That they will be better in reading and writing.
That's for example, these children are involved in many types of therapies that can be overwhelming for them. So it's very useful to find new and new ways to introduce, for example, letters, words, reading skills, and everything, because otherwise they get bored, they get frustrated, and other problems can overlap.
So they train different ways to get develop their skills.
Then the difficult issue is to find very diverse and many other types of ways to train them and to do therapy. For example, speech therapy can be very, very frustrating for them. Just to repeat all these sounds over and over again. So using these technologies and software can be very helpful in that way that if they motivate the children also.
Used in additional to the other therapy forms like learning with the body or write with hands. I think it couldn't be
replace the therapy. Yes, no.
And I want to show you, this is BDA technology is a good site if you want to find something more about technology for dyslexic children. Okay, so.
Can I just come a little bit more back to the technology part? I see a lot of possibilities and a huge chance for children with all kinds of disabilities to use technology. But when I look to the school inside the class, I see just a few technology used. So, well, in Austria it's even like this, that in most of the schools it's even forbidden to use mobiles and so on, where you have all these tools that, well, you can load everything on this mobile. So on one hand I see, okay, there's a huge potential, but on the other hand I see in practical real life it's very, very seldom used. And I'm just probably it's because the teachers have no skills to use this technology, or I'm just asking myself why we don't use these potential resources.
In Romania, for example, they are very often used in
Therapy.
private practice, like when they go to therapy and not in the class, because the other children will get frustrated. That's one thing. But in therapy setting, these things are quite often used because it's well, you need to find many ways to work with these children. Otherwise, they will get bored and frustrated.
We use them a lot.
So that's what
We use them a lot in Portugal.
in class.
Yes. In class? Yes. Yes. They even do examinations in computer, separate rooms. They have a teacher to read them
special conditions, special classes.
No, not special classes. Special conditions for examinations.
For this applies mostly to students with special needs and disabilities. This type of adaptive examination, not for younger children.
Elementary school.
Yes.
They have examinations in elementary school and they do it.
Okay. Other questions, remarks? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, once again, I'm really sorry that happened, but the panel was closed